The southern border of the United States has been the stage for heated debates and controversial decisions for decades. But nothing compares to the drastic action recently announced. Donald Trump, in his return to the presidency, declared a national emergency and mobilized the armed forces to strengthen security against illegal immigration. A move that reignited discussions on sovereignty, human rights, and the role of the military in times of peace. Today, we'll explore the measures that mark the start of this administration, the immediate impact on the borders, and what we can expect for the future. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and activate the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any analysis like this and you'll stay updated on global geopolitics. After taking office again as President of the United States, Donald Trump brought immigration and national security to the forefront. In his inauguration speech, he promised to restore order and protect the country's sovereignty, emphasizing measures to regain full control of the borders. One of his first actions was to close the CBP-1 program, an online tool created by the Biden administration to organize the legal entry of migrants through appointments. While many immigration experts considered the system efficient, Trump argued that it created loopholes, encouraging uncontrolled flows and making border monitoring more difficult. The program's closure caused immediate confusion, leaving thousands of immigrants uncertain about their status. At the same time, Trump announced a firm approach. Anyone attempting to cross illegally would be sent back immediately. But the most striking aspect was the National Emergency Declaration, which allowed for the direct mobilization of the armed forces in managing the borders. This decision was justified as essential to confront threats to national security, including drug trafficking and cartel activities. However, this measure brought up age-old debates. Since the 19th century, the Posse Comitatus Act has restricted the use of the armed forces in domestic policing activities. Critics argue that this decision could set dangerous precedents, while supporters defend it as a modern response to increasingly complex challenges. Additionally, the administration announced its intention to classify drug cartels as terrorist organizations. If implemented, this measure would allow the armed forces to take more extensive and aggressive actions in cooperation with security agencies both in the United States and in Mexico. While controversial, this approach was seen by Trump's allies as innovative and necessary to tackle long-standing problems. Reactions to the militarization of the border were divided. While some Americans supported the move as a necessary step to strengthen national security, others questioned the financial and social costs involved. Regardless of opinions, it is undeniable that these actions are redefining the role of the U.S. Armed Forces in peacetime. Another key point of Trump's actions was issuing an order limiting birthright citizenship. Under the new directive, children born in the United States to non-citizen or non-permanent resident parents will not automatically be granted American citizenship. This measure seeks to reinterpret the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, adapting it to the current context and aligning with Trump's campaign promises to reform immigration laws. Despite facing legal challenges and lawsuits from various organizations, the administration argues that this change is crucial to ensuring that citizenship benefits are granted more selectively and strategically. Furthermore, the closure of the CBP-1 program left tens of thousands of immigrants in uncertain limbo. Many have been waiting for weeks at the Mexican border, with appointments scheduled, which were now canceled, forcing them to return to square one. Despite reservations expressed by the Mexican government, both countries are working to minimize the impacts of these changes. Looking ahead, the Trump administration has already signaled that these initial measures are just the tip of the iceberg of a broader plan to transform U.S. immigration policies. Among the actions that may be announced in the coming months are 1. New travel restrictions for countries considered high risk. 2. Increased international cooperation to dismantle illegal immigration networks. 3rd, classifying drug cartels as terrorist organizations, allowing for the use of economic sanctions and even transnational military operations. This last measure in particular will require delicate negotiations with strategic allies, such as Mexico and Colombia, which play central roles in combating drug trafficking in the region. Another highlight of Trump's actions is the implementation of advanced technologies to monitor and protect the borders. With the direct involvement of the armed forces, the use of drones, already widely used for this task, will be expanded, allowing for more precise surveillance and quicker responses to incidents. These actions reflect the Trump administration's commitment to prioritizing national security, aiming to safeguard the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the United States in an increasingly challenging environment. On the other hand, it will be crucial to observe how these plans are implemented and what reactions will arise both internally and externally. The new Trump administration has already caused significant divisions, with supporters considering the measures a necessary milestone to protect the country and critics raising concerns about social, financial, and legal costs. These initial actions represent a major shift in U.S. immigration policy, bringing renewed focus on national security and sovereignty. They also spark an essential debate about the future of borders and the role of the armed forces in times of peace, especially when it comes to internal issues like immigration control. What is clear is that Trump's decisions will profoundly shape the political, social, and international landscape in the coming years. And the questions now are, how will these measures impact relations with neighboring countries? And what will be the political and human cost of this new approach? Did you enjoy learning more about Trump's new measures at the Mexico border? Then don't waste any time and subscribe to the channel right now. It's fast, free, and makes a big difference to our work. Leave a like, share with your friends, and comment below. Do you think militarizing the border is the solution to illegal immigration? We really want to know your opinion. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.